In the first lesson of this introduction course, I focused on why you need to start thinking seriously about getting all or part of your business on the internet. And I also shared with you the 7 big benefits that internet-based businesses have over traditional offline businesses. In the second lesson of the course, I showed you the 7 major types of online businesses you can start. If you're thinking of starting a new business or moving all or part of your business on the internet, I showed you the 7 options you have to choose from. In this third and final lesson of the introduction course, I will be showing you the 6 important steps you need to take to build a successful virtual business. And as I explain each step, I will be using my personal experience from my current business to show you how each step of the process increases your chances of building a successful virtual business. So at the beginning of this course, I promised to send you a free special guide that answers in detail 10 of the most common questions people ask before they start an online business. If you are one of those who've shared this course with your friends, this is the time to enter your details so I can send you an email with the link to download the guide. So please check your inbox in about 1 hour from now for my email. I don't want you to get distracted from watching and finishing this lesson. For now, just focus on finishing this last lesson and then check your email in about 1 hour from now. So now let's the 6 key and critical steps you need to take to build a thriving virtual business. Like I mentioned, these are the steps I have personally used to build my own virtual business, and I hope you're going to learn from it. The first step is to choose. Now, before you decide to start your virtual online business, the very first thing you need to do is choose an audience or market or niche to target. Your audience is where your customers are going to come from. One of the most common reasons why virtual businesses fail is they choose the wrong audience. It doesn't matter what you sell or how well you sell it. If you choose the wrong market or you end up in the wrong audience, your virtual business will definitely not last long. So when it comes to choosing an audience, there are several important factors you need to consider. But let me share 4 of them with you in this lesson. The first is the size of the audience. If you target an audience that's too small, you may struggle to build a thriving virtual business. What you need is to target a sizable audience that is large enough to fit you and your competitors. However, I must mention here that there are some businesses that do really well in small audiences, but it all depends on what you have to offer that audience. The second factor is motivation. You need to target an audience that has a strong motivation to buy a product or service that solves a problem, meets a need, or satisfies a want. Always remember that people only buy stuff if they are motivated by a serious problem, a serious need, or an important want. The third factor is purchasing power. You need to plan to target an audience with people who have money to spend. For example, if you're targeting an audience of unemployed people, poor people, or people who may not be able to afford the price of your product or service, you will definitely struggle to sell anything or make money in that market. And fourth, you need to consider your differentiation. It's very likely that any audience or market you choose will already have competitors, other people or businesses that already sell a product or service that's similar to yours. So before you choose an audience, market, or niche, you need to be sure that you have a plan to stand out and differentiate yourself from other players in that market. That's because the internet is a very crowded place and you need to stand out to be noticed by potential customers. So for my business, Small Starter, I chose the entrepreneurship audience. Now, around the world, there is rising unemployment, and there's also, at the same time, a high curiosity to start businesses by both people who have jobs and people who don't. So that's why the entrepreneurship niche is a hot and very big market, and it's likely to continue that way going into the future. In terms of motivation, people have a strong desire and motivation to succeed in business. People want to be their own boss, and the reason most people want to start a business these days is they want to be financially secure. They don't want to just depend on one stream of income. In terms of purchasing power, a lot of people who are trying to start a side business have a job or savings, or may have raised funds from friends and family. And when it comes to differentiation, at Small Starter, we are focused on the African segment of the audience, and we produce high quality and detailed content like this course you're watching right now. So if you're going to start an online business, you need to be sure you check all the boxes when it comes to choosing the right audience for your online business. The second step to building a successful online business is to validate, and you need to pay very close attention to this point. This is one big mistake people make in starting a virtual business, and most people make a lot of assumptions, a lot of faulty assumptions about their target audience. They assume they know the problems or needs of their target audience. They assume they know what their audience wants. They assume they know what price the audience will be willing to pay, and a lot of other assumptions. So wrong assumptions is the major reason why you need to validate the concept, the idea, the product or the service you plan to sell online before you actually build or sell it to your audience. Validation helps to reduce the guesswork and the mistakes that could cause you to lose money, time, and energy by building or selling something that nobody is motivated to buy. So if you don't want to build something that doesn't sell, this point is very important. You need to validate. And there are several ways to validate your concept, your idea, your product or service to your target market. But I'll share 3 of the most effective ones with you. The first is surveillance. And surveillance means that you do some digging and indirect research to find out the pain points, the problems and needs that motivate your audience. You will mostly be looking for questions, for complaints, for frustrations and wishes that your audience is expressing on other online or offline platforms. The second is surveys. Now, with surveys, you'll be doing direct research by asking a sample of your audience. You'll be asking them specific questions that will help you identify the pain points they are having in the area that you want to focus on, the problems and the needs that they have that will likely motivate them to pay for a solution, for a product or a service. And the third is tests and trials. So with tests and trials, you give your audience a taste of the product or the service you plan to sell and see how they react and respond to it. So at Small Starter, I consistently use all these 3 methods whenever I create or release new products or services. In fact, you're going through one of them right now. This free introduction course you're watching is a taste of the advanced program that comes after this free course. And it helps me farm out the potential customers from all. It's not everybody who's watching this video that will end up getting into the advanced program. But this video gives my potential customer a taste of what they are going to get inside the advanced program. It gives them a taste of what I can offer, my authority, my credibility, and things like that. However, I must mention that there are specific and effective techniques for doing research on your audience and asking them questions. To get the right answers and insights from your audience, you need to ask them the right questions. And I'm going to show you how to do that inside the advanced program that comes after this introduction course. The third step in the process of starting a successful online business is to build. Now, with the insights you've learned about your audience from the validation step, it's now time to build the real product or design the real service you're going to sell to your audience. But you need to be careful, because this is another stage where people, online entrepreneurs, make mistakes because they end up building a product or service that doesn't actually appeal to their audience, and in the end they build something that nobody wants to buy. So during the build stage, there are several factors you need to consider so you don't build something nobody wants to use or buy, and I'm going to share 4 of those factors with you here. The first factor is the format of your product or service. So will it be a course? Will it be a book, a digital book or publication? Will it be software or an app? Will your service come in the form of consulting? Will it be a marketplace or an advertising asset? You need to decide, because choosing the right format will influence a lot of things. It will influence how you will make money, how much money you can make, how you're going to charge, how much time, effort, and skill you need to put into building the product or service. Another factor is your offer. So how much will you price the product? How will you charge for it? Will it be a one-time fixed price or a recurring payment like a subscription? In fact, there are several factors that go into crafting the right offer for your product or service, and I'm going to cover those in the advanced program that comes after this free introduction course. Another factor is the outcomes your audience will get by using your product or service. This will determine how you would design and create the product or service to lead to a very positive and valuable customer experience. And then the fourth factor is your setup. Your setup is everything you need to support and run your virtual business. So depending on the type of virtual business you want to start, your setup could include a website, it could include social media accounts, it could include a mobile app, email marketing tools, teleconferencing tools, and payment processing tools for helping you accept payments and collect payments from your customers. Now, one common mistake new online entrepreneurs make is to use low quality tools that lead to inefficiencies in their online business. If you'll be joining the advanced program, I will introduce you to the specific tools I use to run my own virtual business. And after several years of running an online business, I have made a lot of mistakes and lost a lot of money before I discovered the best and most cost-effective tools out there that I currently use. So when it comes to building products and services, I have built several in my business. I have 2 self-published books. The first one is quite popular on Amazon, and the second is already picking up. I have built and launched several different online courses. I have 2 membership programs, the Roadmap and the Insiders. I've also created VIP consulting services through which I serve clients across the world. And inside the advanced program, I'm available to answer any questions you may have about building any of these kinds of businesses. The third step in the process of building a successful virtual business is to sell. Now, this is another crucial step that causes a lot of headaches and problems for online entrepreneurs. Most times, in my experience, it's not good enough to have a good product or service. If you don't know how to effectively sell what you have built, you're not going to make it online. And the way you sell online is in many ways different from the way you sell offline. And it's a unique skill you need to learn. Now, when it comes to selling online, there are several different moving parts involved, but I'm going to share 4 of the most important ones with you. The first is your sales and marketing channel. Now, this is how you're going to find your audience and convert some of them into customers. The most effective channel could be Google, could be social media, email, or a number of other channels. Now, using the right channel will determine how easily you can reach your audience and how much sales you'll be able to make. The second is your messaging. Now, how you describe what you sell will play a big role in how much sales you can make online. Now, the skill of crafting persuasive messages is such an important part of selling online that it is a dedicated skill set known as copywriting. Now, copywriting is all about crafting persuasive messages that influences your audience to take action, to use something, or to buy something. And inside the advanced program, I can share with you some of the copywriting skills and tips I've learned in my years of selling products and services online. Another important factor that affects your ability to sell online is your process. And you need to have a process for attracting potential customers, a process for converting them into customers, and a process for delivering the product or service to your customers. You also need to have a process for retaining your customers so that they stay loyal to your business and brand, and that could lead to repeat sales. And lastly, one key factor many entrepreneurs take for granted is their KPIs, or key performance indicators. A lot of online businesses are groping in the dark and spending a lot of money on marketing without knowing what they are getting for their money. And if you're going to thrive online, you need to know how to use data to measure your success and troubleshoot problems. And inside the advanced course, I'm going to show you what data points and KPIs you need to look out for. So for small starter, our sales are built on a system that leverages different tools. Some of the tools we use are free and some of them are paid for. We use a combination of channels that include traffic from from Google, from search engines like Google and Bing to social media. We also have an elaborate email marketing system that depends on my copywriting skills to nurture new leads and deepen the relationship with our customers. So on social media, we have a combined audience of roughly 1 million people across LinkedIn, Facebook, and Twitter. And inside the advanced program, I'll teach you what I know and what I've learned about marketing and selling products or services online. The next step in the process of building a successful virtual business is to scale. Now, once you have a product that is selling and you have your first set of customers who are giving you positive feedback about your product or service, that should be your signal to start thinking seriously about scaling the business. The logic of scaling the business is that if you're selling 5 units of your product a day or a week or month, you need to figure out a way to double or treble that performance and keep doing that. So the other important of scaling the business is to turn your selling product into a cash cow that consistently brings in money to sustain and grow the rest of the business. So there are 2 sides to scaling an online business. The first side is the front end of the business, and the second is the back end of the business. The front end covers everything you need to do to bring more customers into the business. This includes marketing, sales, partnerships, business development, and other front end aspects. The back end covers everything you need to serve the growing number of customers that are coming into your business. This includes everything from customer service to operations and human resources and all the parts you need to build a strong backbone for your business. So this is currently the stage where we are at Small Starter. As an enterprise and entrepreneurship development company, we are playing in a very large global market. And I think we are going to continue scaling our business for many years to come. And inside the advanced program, I'm going to share with you the things I've learned and the challenges we're facing with scaling an online business. And then the very last step in building a successful virtual business is to position yourself, your business, and your products as a strong brand in your industry or market. So, for example, at Small Starter, my first book, which was co-written with Dr. Haned Bokrizon, is positioned as one of the top 3 books for entrepreneurs who are interested in doing business in Africa on Amazon and Goodreads. And I also run the Small Starter Business Podcast, which is a platform I'm using to position myself as a thought leader in the African entrepreneurship space. I also do appearances in the media, including a lot of volunteer work, such as speaking at major events around Africa, which helps to build my authority and credibility and positions my brand with bigger names and brands. So in this lesson, I have showed you the 6 steps it takes to build a successful virtual business. These are the steps I have taken to build my online business since I moved online more than 7 years ago. So it's the same process I've also recommended to friends and clients who are building virtual online businesses. So now that you have covered the basics of the Online Business Revolution course, let's talk about the next step so you can move from theory to actual practice and start building your own online business. But first, I want to reveal a very big secret that may likely shock you. In all my years of building my own online business, I have spent over 5,000 hours and thousands of dollars on different types of courses and training programs. Some of them were good and helpful, but some were a complete waste of my money and my time. And because I didn't have anyone to hold my hand, I made a lot of mistakes and wasted a lot of time and money chasing the wrong things. So if you really want to make it online, what you really need is coaching and guidance. You need someone with experience, someone who has learned the hard way to guide you. If not, you're going to spend more time and money than necessary and waste a lot of energy chasing the wrong things. So for example, it has taken me roughly 7 years to get my business where it is today. But if I had an experienced person to guide me, that journey I could have covered the same ground in 2 to 3 years or less. So here's what I'm offering to you if you decide to move to the advanced level after this free introduction course. If you're ready to start building your own online or virtual business, you need to become a member in my Insiders program. The Insiders is a monthly membership program that I run for entrepreneurs who are building different kinds of businesses. By joining the online business group of the Insiders program, there are 5 specific benefits you're going to get. The first benefit is personal guidance and advice. Because I have been building an online business for several years now, I can save you a lot of money, I can save you a lot of time and energy by showing you the things that are very unlikely to work, and then help you focus on the things that actually move the needle. I can save you from choosing the wrong market, which can set you back several years if you end up chasing the wrong market. I can save you from making mistakes in your marketing and sales that will waste your time and cost you money. So inside the program, you will have direct access to me through private messaging and one-on-one chats during our quarterly office hours. The second benefit you will get is access to my recommended tools and resources. One key lesson I've learned running an online business for several years is that the kind of tools you use can make running your business very hard or very easy. So on top of that, there are hundreds of software and tools out there, and many of them are unnecessarily expensive. Some of them are free, but they don't do the job. So I have personally wasted a lot of money on the wrong tools, and I can help you avoid that same mistake. The third benefit you get is access to my advanced courses. So from June 2020, I'll start releasing the advanced courses that will help you with different aspects of building an online business, from choosing a market to validating it, to selling, to scaling, to positioning your business in an authority or niche. I've gone through all these stages. So whatever stage you are, I can really be helpful. The advanced courses will really be helpful in guiding you. The fourth benefit you get from joining my private group of insiders is you can ask me any question you want and get specific advice, get specific answers that are relevant to the kind of business you're building. Somebody who is trying to get their consulting business online is going to be very different from somebody who's selling products online, and the advice is going to be different. So that's one big benefit you get by joining the Insiders program. You get curated advice that's very relevant to what you're doing. And like I mentioned earlier in this lesson, there is no single course that will teach you everything you need to know about building a business online. What you need is an experienced person, because building a successful online business is not an event, it's a journey. And along that journey, you're going to have several challenges. And I've never seen, in all my 7 years of doing this, I've never seen a single course that answers all the questions. You will always have new questions coming up. You always have new challenges, and that's a sign that you're growing. And if you have somebody who's experienced, who can show you the right direction, who can help you avoid mistakes and help you save time and money, then that's a very major opportunity. And that's why the Insiders program is not just a course. It is a program that will guide you along the journey of building your own online business. And the fifth important thing you'll get from joining my private group of insiders is the benefit of my market exposure and audience. I still remember how difficult it was for me in the beginning to get attention and attract an audience. I would publish an article and almost nobody would read it. I still remember how that felt. But like I mentioned sometime in this lesson, we currently have an audience of over 1 million across our website, our social media platforms, and I can help make it easier for you to launch your online business by supporting you in the early days with some exposure so you can build your audience quicker and easier. So these are the 5 benefits you get by moving to the advanced level with me. And what is it going to cost you? Only $37 a month. And to be frank, if I had an opportunity like this at this price when I started my online business, I would have jumped on it. A program like this could have saved me a lot of time, a lot of money and energy. And so if you don't want to make the same mistakes I made and save yourself a lot of time, joining the Insiders program will only cost you $37 a month. And I can tell you that it's a major bargain for what I'm going to offer you. But before I tell you how to join the program, there are 3 very important things I need you to know. The first is that this program is a pay-as-you-go, or it's on a pay-as-you-go basis. That means it's very flexible. You can cancel at any time. So if you're not getting the value you want, you can cancel your membership at any time. If it doesn't work for you, there's no need to continue paying us. That means this program is a win-win. I can only keep you as a member only if I can help you get results. So I think that's fair enough. The second is this program is for everyone. Now, you don't have to be a computer whiz kid or a programmer to start or build an online business. That is a common misconception that some people have. They think they need to be advanced users of computers, but that's not true. I've been doing this now for 7 years. I'm not even a programmer, but I know how to get things done. I know what to look on. I know what tools to use. And that's exactly what you need. You need resourcefulness. You don't need to be an advanced computer user. So these days, there are a lot of tools and software that make it easy for anyone to start and grow an online business. And as long as you know how to do basic computer stuff, you know your way around the computer, you know how to use an internet browser, you know how to use the internet, how to use search engines, just very basic stuff. I can show you how to build a promising online business. All you just need is basic skills. And the third thing is that this program is designed only, and I repeat, only for people who are ready to work and learn. So this program is not for people who are looking for a person that will do the work for them. I will not be doing the work for you. I will not build your website or your online assets for you. What I'm going to do is show you how to do it and show you the tools you can use to do it, and then I'll be by your side and guide you so that you can do it by yourself. This program is, the Insiders program is a skill and knowledge transfer program. The goal is to transfer the knowledge and skills I have to you so that you can independently and confidently do it on your own. So my goal is to show and teach you everything I know so you too can become a self-made online entrepreneur, just like I did myself. So if you're ready to join me and move into the next level, click the link on your screen right now. So I would like to say a big congratulations to you on completing this this 3-part introduction course to the online business revolution. If you'll be joining me in the advanced level program, the Insiders program, I can't wait to help you build the online or virtual business of your dreams. See you inside. Bye-bye. Ciao.